Hey guys, welcome back. Foxtrot here with a throwback to Runescape. Um, you can tweet at us, put this out there in the beginning, you can tweet at us at APSV Productions or at Foxtrot119. Let us know if there's anything you want to know more about, either this game or other things. Let us know. Catch up with this at the end again. Back to the game here. I'm guessing a lot of you remember playing this back when it was really popular in some of its height. I used to play it for a while there, and then I got out of it. You know, you get older and stuff, and it's been 3 or 4 years since I've actually been on it. So I went back before that for a little while and played it for a few days, and just tried it out again because I heard stuff changed, and now I'm back at it again and just trying it out again. I've been playing it for a few weeks here, so this video isn't new. This is when I first started back at it, so it's getting used to some of the stuff. That's one of the bad things about these. Sometimes you get away from the tutorial and you forget how to do a lot of the stuff until you start doing it. I remember when I played it, I was just starting out, cruise through the tutorial quickly, and I was playing with someone else, and they would help you along with it. Just a little bit about the game now. Not much has changed too much. I think the graphics are a little bit different, and a little bit different stuff that way. Everything else is still the basic same game. If you go to the Grand Exchange, where you can buy and sell stuff, like I'm sure you know. If you don't, we can make another video. Just let me know. But you can go there, and that place is actually rearranged now. It basically just, instead of like the middle like it used to be, if I recall right, it used to be the selling points. Now it's in corners, in the middle something else. That added some things to the game to make it a little bit more interesting. Other than that, not too much is completely different. Yeah, you notice here I'm just standing here, just trying to figure out what I want to do and thinking a lot, and so trying to figure out how to make something, how to do something. I'll probably put some more videos out there how to do, like, make wheat and crush wheat and do more explanation on that, and make to flour to baking. And so you can still do all that. You can still go kill things. You can still do your magic stuff and all that stuff. It is just getting used to it, the new style of how they do it. If you're wondering, it is a free game. That is up in the top there. When I was recording my screen, they have advertisements up there, basically to get rid of those and to get certain other aspects of the game. You could pay for it, but otherwise, the part I'm playing on is a free game. It's not too much you can't do. There's certain things you can't make. There's certain areas you can't go. Your map's kind of limited. If you saw when I put up the map to look earlier, the mainly lit up stuff is where you can go. The rest is like member stuff. And, in the bottom right corner is that skull or that helmet thing. There, if you kind of see that, there's skills there. There's certain skills you have to be able to do to be a member. To be a member, you can do those. But even stuff like, if I pick, you could pick all this stuff up and turn around and sell it in the Grand Exchange for money. The money's no longer in your pouch. It's actually in a pocket thing now, because I remember when I used to play it, first started playing it, it was always in that, and you're holding stuff. You had to carry your money there. It took up a space, but if you wanted to buy anything, you had to have it with you. Now it looks like and this is the shaded part here is what I was talking about with not being able to go. That's more members world. Now it's more of a, and back to the other stuff. The stuff, if you pick it up and you can't make anything with it, you can't use it. You can always sell it. Generally, you'll get something for it. People are always looking for that stuff because there still must be members on here. And I said I haven't talked to too many people. It's not as busy as it used to be. Some of the worlds when you went to that Grand Exchange, your voice chat channel thing down in that corner would be full. So there's some of that. I mean, there's some worlds you get that they're pretty busy, but overall it's not that busy. I think World 7 is the busiest, which is, I think, the one I'm on. That's the one it kind of defaults me to play now. And I just generally don't fight it, because I don't feel like changing worlds. when you do get back into the game and pick your world, you might have issues logging in. If you made it before, 2010, you logged in with your username. Well, the problem with that is you'll always log in with that, even if you add an email. I've noticed that, which kind of surprises me. But you have to also watch that when you get in there, if you haven't played for so long, your name resets. Uh, my name is different compared to my login name now, because my name was taken by another account I made trying to figure out how to log back in. Because it was, oh man, it took me a couple days to try to figure out how I was supposed to get in, because I logged in, tried to use my email, I remember putting it in there, and I went up there to do it, and it created an account. It's like, oh, pick your name. I'm like, oh, sweet, I got my account back. Typed in my name, started going through the tutorial. It's like, what? I don't want to do a tutorial again. So I tried what my name I thought my name was, and kept trying that, and eventually got it. And then, oh, pick your name now, because after a while it expires. I went and I can't pick the name I had, so it's kind of a weird thing. And the only way to switch your name is to be a member, and you can change your name. Otherwise, you have to wait so long and let it be cleared, then you can choose it. So that's the only downside of it, but that's not the worst thing. I did play the tutorial. If you're a new player or you're trying to play a friend, you're playing and your friend wants it, you're trying to get a friend into it. The tutorial is a little bit longer. It's a couple hours maybe if you take your time. It's just a process. They basically try to teach you everything about the game and bring you around the game, and they give you a broad overview of what you can do, where you can go. You start in one corner and then you move to the next. That being said, it is nice because I did go through it again, and I did. And all of a sudden, stuff starts. Okay, that's how you do this. This is how you do that, and you start recalling things like that. So that stuff is nice. And you can see in the map, you can put your markers down like you could before, and you can pick them up, and few different things. Again, a lot of this for me was just remembering how to do most of the stuff, where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it. That being said, like I said, you'll pick it up pretty quick. I said it still is a fun game if you have nothing better to do. Sitting there at home at night, you're watching TV and you want to play a game. It's a good one. It's relaxing. It's more thought-based. I recommend if you have a friend, trying to hook up with a friend. A lot of the guys I used to play with, you can tell they're no longer playing because all their names have been cleared and they're just like N11678-2 or something. So they're just a generic number now, and they have to log back in to clear. There's a few people that are on that are playing that I do know. One of the guys that I'm a friend with. I don't know how I met him. This is a long time ago, and he's a member now. Because I said I used to play this game. Oh man, it had to been 6 years ago or something. Since the last time I played, over 6, 7, 8. And the nice thing is when I came back, I checked the Grand Exchange, and I still had stuff there for sale that had sold. So I was really happy about that. They didn't just clear it out. It kind of sits there. So if you play and you're selling stuff, you decide to put something for sale, and also come back for a year, it'll still be for sale there. It's always a good option for you to do. Like I said, here's where you just turn around and sell stuff that you don't need, you don't want, whatever. Good way to make extra money to turn around and buy something else, or just make money. You can never have too much. It can be a process otherwise, especially if you're starting out. So one thing I realize is sometimes you have to know the new players and help them out. Basically, you got that guy that doesn't play too often. Sometimes you need extra cash. It's a good way to do it if you've gotten big enough. You don't always spend a lot. I have quite a bit, and I don't spend a whole heck of a lot. I don't know why. I just don't. It's just a process for me. You can see what in my bank. One thing, if you're a non-member, you only get 103 spaces. If you look at the bottom middle of that thing that came up, shows you the numbers. That's how many spaces you get, how many spaces a member would have. So So there are big perks for being a member. I am currently not a member because I said I'm just getting back into it. I never was a member. So when I was younger, I didn't really look into it too much. Now I'm playing, and someday it might be nice to be one. So you have more choices. I can show you guys more. If you guys are asking for a lot, how to do a lot of things, especially if it's member based, I can see what I can do to try to get a membership for a while. You guys just gotta let me know. Again, I'll put more of the contact information if you want to see like how to tweet at me or whatever. Leave a comment below, and I'll be monitoring it, and we'll see what we can do to help you out. I said you're gonna start seeing some new things. I don't see anything right now, but there are these little, I don't know, I think of almost like Russian dolls where they stack inside themselves. If that makes sense, they're the wood ones. They open up. You could put one inside, and you keep doing that. I think they're Russian. I don't know. That's what they remind me of, is like that, or like maybe it wasn't National. It was like Indiana Jones or something he would steal from an old temple, some gold thing. It's kind of like that small, rounded, shape thing. So it's, and that's newer now. Basically, you get those just for doing tasks. If you cut down a tree, you can get one. If you go fishing, you can get one. If you're making, I think if you're making wheat or flour's what it would be, you can get one. Cooking, you can get one. Basically, all it is just, and I looked it up a little bit. It's basically doing general tasks. You get these things, and you can turn around and you can turn them in. If you get 50 of them, you can turn them into the middle of the Grand Exchange and get a prize or something. So it's something to save. You can't sell them. I don't think you can give them away. You can either I think you can destroy them or drop them or whatever, and that's about it. Other than that, you put them in your bank account. They stack in your bank, and you can get everything stacks in your bank pretty much. That's the nice thing. You can have over that 100 items, and basically all it is you taking your items and stacking it on there. You get 300 open slots for 300 different items, and you can stack as many of those as from what I found out. Like I said, it's a pretty fun and relaxed game. It's changed a little bit different graphics, some newer tasks, but other than that, it's nothing too terrible to be looking at. Personally, I said I enjoyed it. It's a fun game to go back to every now and then. I don't think this will be a game I'm going to sit down and play for 6 hours a day, 7 days a week, all year long. I get bored of games sometimes like that pretty quickly because it's easier to do something. Again, here's that pouch in the bottom corner that I was telling you about. You have to withdraw your money from there to put it in your bank. I think you can do it from there to your bank. I haven't quite looked that closely at it yet. But that's a nice aspect they'd put in there to help keep one of your open spots. So I think your backpack gets bigger if you're a member too, if I recall right. I said, but there's just that little bit of stuff. So I recommend, if you have an account, going back and just hitting it up for a little while. It's a fun thing to do. It's kind of fun, laid back, and so it's a different pace. If you're a big Call of Duty player, like I have been, and it gets pretty frustrating before else, and you're sitting there like, man, it'd almost feel better to run into a door type thing, because it's just so frustrating when stuff doesn't work for you. And this one's just pretty, do what you want, play as long as you want, and kill some stuff, make some stuff, whatever you feel. So it's kind of a different pace. It's a lot different than your Battlefield or Call of Duty. And I was playing Battlefield last night and got a little frustrated. So that's one thing I noticed about this game. You don't get that too often. It can get pretty boring if you don't know what to do. But other than that, it's not too bad. Like I said, I'll show you some more stuff. I'll have probably another video coming up here in a few days or so about how to make certain things, how to do the flour, make bread. I got one of those, I think, coming for sure here. If there's anything else specific you want, you can let me know, and I'll see what I can do for you. I can get it figured out, get that made for you, and I'll try to teach you some more stuff, or I'll try to share what I know, and if you guys got any tips or hints or anything else you want, or you let me know, and like I said, we'll see if we can get it done. Here's the Twitter stuff again, or leave a comment below. Uh, it always helps. Otherwise, here's another. If there's any issues you're noticing with the game or any players, you can uh, contact us at those accounts and let us know too. We'll do what we can to help make sure your viewing stuff is enjoyed a lot more. Thanks again, guys. Have a good rest of your day, and game on.